Where do we start with this? Where do we start with this? So worst case scenario happened. We got 3 rounds of that bullshit. The worst possible scenario happened. Not only did the worst case scenario happen, but you, and correct me if I'm, and before I say this, I don't know Mike Jackson personally. I've never met him. When I talk about this is strictly him on that one occasion for the 45 minutes he was on TV, whatever, however long it was. So I'm banking off that. I do not know him, never met the guy. I'm sure if we met, we'd probably get along. He'd be a great guy. So let's take that out of the equation. Let's talk about the guy I know on TV. So the worst case scenario happened. You got 15 minutes of the worst product we've ever seen on a pay-per-view. By far the worst fighters that have ever touched foot in the octagon. Hands down, the least talented we've ever seen. Not even fucking close. And so you're praying that it goes fast. Someone makes a mistake, it goes fast. Nope, we got 3 5-minute rounds of that. And then you got to hope, all right, if you're anti-CM Punk, which you shouldn't be anti-CM Punk, you should be anti-UFC allowing him to have this platform. Because the CM Punk is a CM Punk. Meaning if you're going to fight, you want to do it at the highest level, which I don't agree with, but whatever. So you got to hope that Mike Jackson, you root for him. Mike Jackson made it hard to root for him. I found myself rooting against Mike Jackson. With him going in and doing this thing and his arrogance and just his loosey-goosey style in the fight, like he was so much better than CM Punk, neither one of them should be touching that octagon, first of all. So where the arrogance comes from, I'm not sure. And then the other problem I have is the commentators, and Joe Rogan, one of my best friends, my brother, and even Jimmy Smith and those guys, when they would go, well, Mike Jackson has high-level striking. What happens when you do that is you lower the standard so much. And maybe because I came from watching Showtime boxing with Santa Cruz and Mares and Crawford, and then I have to do this research. I'm watching Mikey Garcia. So I think we have to be very careful throwing around the term high-level striking. Trust me, a high-level striker would have beat CM Punk in under 30 seconds. It would not have been a competitive fight if any one of those two had some sort of high-level striking. That was the only cringeworthy night. That was the only thing that made me go, oh God, we got to be careful with that, because if you're a fan, you're watching and go, God, that's high level striking. No, it's not. And I actually thought CM Punk looked worse this fight than, and this might surprise people, I thought this actually did him more disservice than his first fight against Mickey Gall. Mickey Gall went, all right, he just got his ass whooped, didn't do anything. But then when you actually see him go for 3 rounds, you see 0 cardio, 0 striking. And then for Mike Jackson to get taken down. And then when CM Punk lands on top, and the grappling, the transitions, the sloppiness, the poor technique. And then when CM Punk gets taken down or jumps for, he jumps for a guillotine, which he didn't have in any facet. It wasn't even there. And he has his arm loosely wrapped around his neck. And then Mike Jackson plops him down, and Mike Jackson's on top and playing these games and smiling. And when I didn't think it could get any worse, it got worse. It got worse. And then CM Punk throwing up that half-ass triangle, and it's just the setup's not there, and there's no posture control. It was just a complete shit show. A complete shit show. I just think we have to be very careful when people go, well, CM Punk's living out his dreams. I get that. And what he did is brave to a certain extent. However, if you found out the amount of money he was making, all of you listening to this right now would do that. All you listen to this right now. So before we throw out, oh, he's brave, he's living his dreams, that's fine. All of you listen to this right fucking now. If I said, I will give you $6 to $7 million to walk out there and fight a guy with very similar experience to you, whether you take cardio kickboxing classes, whether you took 3 classes of jiu-jitsu, and I asked you for $6 to $7 million to have a UFC experience where you get to make that walk and fight a guy who's similar style to you, similar skill set, for that amount of money. You tell me how brave that is. I'll wait. All of you listening right now would do it, especially my fan base. All of you guys would do it. Even if you're not, even if you're a casual person. If I told my dad, hey, Dad, I will pay you $7 million. You get to make and have the same experience John Jones, Brock Lesnar, Ronda Rousey, Conor McGregor, Robert Whittaker, Holly Holm, Andre Arlovsky. I can keep fucking Anderson Silva. You not only do you get to have the same experience, but you get to have the same treatment as far as stardom as those guys. And I will pay you $7 million, and you're going to fight a guy with the exact same skill set as you, Dad. My dad's been doing Taekwondo for fucking 15 years. He has 15 years Taekwondo experience. He's 58 years old. Would you do it? Yes. How brave is that? It's not that fucking brave, y'all. We keep chalking up to that. Oh, he's so brave. No, he's not. Don't get me wrong. I like CM Punk. I think it's cool that you get to live out your dreams, but where does this stop? Where does it stop?